Peggy's mind was dying, second by second before my eyes. The ambulance raced, the siren wailed. A man who would normally have been fascinated by this machine of health was scared out of his mind by the fear from my wife's blue eyes looking back to me over the oxygen mask. We don't like to think of our lives as sometimes being defined by single moments. But I had one of those moments, a moment I wish no one else shares, but today I look to share with each of you. I was born as a blessed man to a wonderful family, classic World War II vet dad, professor at the local university. Mom volunteered and cared for all. And with an incredible education they gave me, had this amazing opportunity to serve families in the financial service industry and thus serve my own. Wonderful wife, 2 great daughters. The life you dream about, but the life sometimes we take for granted. Then in 1 second of 1 minute, of 1 hour and 1 afternoon, the world changed. I walked into my home and found my wife on the floor, paralyzed, slurring her words, clearly in incredible distress. She says to me, "Don't call the neighbors, you'll disturb them." No, I throw what I have in my hands away and I call 911. And off we go, minute by minute. EMTs, firemen, ambulances, emergency rooms. 7 days in the intensive care, another week in transitions, 2 months in the hospital, day by day, dealing with my bright, energetic, wonderful wife having had a stroke that took her within seconds of her life. It is a moment that changed so many things. The steps of life that we so expected, so took for granted, all of a sudden changed. I thought that strokes were for octogenarians who were overweight. How could it have happened to a 45-year-old? And in that moment of that day, the focus and appreciation for all those things we take so for granted changed. But they didn't change as you would have thought. In the middle of that, through the stress and the strains and our children and life and work, person after person after person stepped up and was there for us. And we became exposed to a decency and a wonder and caring of other people that so existed in our world, and we were so tied up in our hustle and bustle that we never had a chance to share. We never saw it. And in our darkest of hours, the light shone from the goodness and caring of others was a light that carried us through, which has been a gift to us ever since. We were blessed in the life we had. We are blessed in the life we have, because we have had an opportunity to see the goodness in others. So in our family, we never confuse our physical challenges with a barrier to our dreams. The dreams we had of the love of our children, the closeness of our grandchildren, the family that we care for, the community we engage in, the business, the wonderful families that I have the privilege to serve that have supported and stood by us, have given us a light that has driven us back into a fullness that we never believed possible 10 years ago. And for that, we are thankful. And so in living of each of these days we have, as I said, we are blessed. In the world we live in and the people we deal with every day, that I have the privilege of helping all those families come and find and keep and develop their dreams the same way that they have stood by and helped me to regain mine. For that, I am a blessed man, and I am thankful for the privilege of working with the many fine families I do.